Now the loader's hanging on there. Got it on. Gotta get this hose right here, which is the return port. Gotta get the right fittings. I thought I had them, but I don't have the right fittings. Anyhow, otherwise the loader's sitting on there. Tighten the bolts up, and once I get that fuel gauge, I'll get the dash cam back together, and this thing will be good to go. Thank God. Tired of messing with it. There's another view of that gas tractor that we put back together. It looks pretty good, working nice. Actually, the gas, I think, is almost more spunky than this diesel, the way it winds up. But when we get the turbocharger on, that'll probably change things. Not sure what to do for the operator station here. I got the tin work, putting that back together. Ordered A&I battery boxes. They are better than the ones I got from eBay, but they are not taking care of all the problems. They still don't fit very good, so I'm not sure to return those as well and go try to get some. There is a tractor salvage yard in Iowa, Colfax tractor. It's a pretty good salvage yard, actually. They have a lot of stuff sitting there on off these kind of tractors, because 4020s, everything's are all the same. So I may go see what they have. Diesel, yeah, was. But original side panel of this tractor. But anyway, yeah, a little gas is running really good, actually. Pretty impressed, for a tractor built out of basically spare parts. It's quite good. If anybody has a year-round air-conditioned cab, I'd love to have that. I'd definitely put that on this tractor. And there's those red duals everybody's complaining about. I just keep telling them it wants to be a Fendt. Actually, they're going to get painted. I just don't have time right now unless I ever want them to brush paint them. I just don't want to do that. Although with the right brush, you can make them look really good because it's pretty rough steel. So that'll be coming. If I had those duals painted, it'd look pretty good. Some more things that need to be done to it. Actually, a few more things to be done to this one as well. I need to buy the new badges. I think I'm just going to put them on the old hood. And I did not have new side screens, which were on there. I don't on this one. This one's got this bad side screen. I need to replace it. But it's fall. Typical time of year where all your money's kind of just whoop out the window, and you're getting ready for harvest. And I've done a lot of these already. I've piped a lot of money into these, a lot more than a guy ever would think. But at the end of the day, I'm just going to have to dial it down, bide my time, realize I don't have to have my projects done overnight. They are coming along quite well, and go back out to get making some money, and I'll get them finished up soon enough. So anyway, that's the latest. Good looking little collection here. I was over to the neighbor's the other day. He's got a pretty cool collection of old John Deeres. He's got everything ranging from a John Deere D, a 37D, to a 730 diesel electric start. So hopefully I'll get some videos of those for you here soon. But I am off to go bale some hay. $8,400. Holy crap, it's a baler. Anyway. I'm gonna bale with this tractor. Been baling with it for a little while here. Actually did some custom baling yesterday, and I like it. I like baling with this tractor. Actually, for some reason, I think it's just because the drawbar needs to be slid out on the 7200, but it actually works better on the baler than that 7200 does. But I said in the video before that 7200 needs to be set out wide. It's in way, way, way too narrow for hay baling, and anybody that's ran a baler, it's 5 feet wide. When you're on 30-inch rows, it's 60 inches of tire clear, or clearance tire to tire. So 60 inches on a 60-inch wide bale. It's pretty hard to get your edges filled evenly. The biggest thing I enjoy with baling with this tractor is I can have my armrest controlled information. And I can turn my seat almost near sideways, and I can see right down to the pickups. Like the cab's a little farther forward or something on it maybe than the other one. And I can really see my pickup quite well, which is very enjoyable for getting your bale shaped right and just checking, seeing how your progress is doing underneath. It's always nice to see what the hell's going on back there. A lot of guys, I think, drive through this instead of this. But you need to be able, if you're good operators, they're always in tune to their surroundings. Those front duals, they are definitely out there ways. They are wide. You can sit here in the seat about put the camera where my eyes are at. You can really tell there's some tire out there turning. It's not narrow. You could strip the duals off this tractor. That is one of the nice things about this tractor. It's got the big horsepower, yet you could break the duals down, or you could break it down and make a summertime use hanging tractor. There are things out. I wish I had a disc mower that was 1,000, or maybe even just dial. Actually, I did try to dial this one down and tried to run see what the engine run 1,000, which I think is about 1,100 RPM. Yeah, you can dial it. You hit this button right here and enter your computer. You can see your RPM. But I couldn't find it to be very consistent. As you'd hit the gears, it'd slow down, it'd rev up a little bit. It isn't like you're up on the upper end of the RPM. Just even going down a hill, vary your throttle enough, it'll throw you off. So it's hard to maintain any RPM for a 540 implement. And this tractor is unavailable with a 540 shaft. We're just trying to get all these waterways and everything. There goes dead in the 4450. Zoomed in windshield wiper there. Bigger than it really is. So I am going to try to set a new bale count. I had a rather difficult time getting this hay to dry down very well, and today we finally had a little bit of breeze and just a little better weather, so it's working out quite nice. That 4450, we just got it back together. We had the hydraulic valve body off the number 1 remote down to John Deere to get it rebuilt. It was leaking internally, and underneath the hood, one of the side screens one day, all of a sudden oil started weeping through it. So, crap, pull the hood and everything off, and discovered there was a big problem with a hydraulic line under there, so I had to replace that. So the hot water washer came out and spent 3 hours cleaning everything up. Got it taken care of, but back in action. We're just still working a few bugs out of the tractor. But I'll tell you what, you can go back and look at our parts invoices through the years. It's been kind of a downward shitty year anyway, so to speak, just due to trade wars and everything else going on, killing an already bad market. And you look at like what John Deere, they just talk about no mercy. So it's amazing how quick money can go away, that's for sure. And anybody's noticing, I'm running about 69 inches on these bales. It'll go up to 72. But I'm noticing that if you actually get out and take a count, you need to run a calibration there, because at 69 inches, I'm actually hitting a full 72-inch bale. And you can go up to like 73 area, but it's a stretch. And you're going to be putting some premature wear on your baler by doing that. But, there's the seat under full tilt. You can see right down there in that pickup. Well, you probably can't on this phone because of the reflection and glare from the shadows going on occurring, but yeah, I can see it pretty well. But I'm going to start working down the last cut. We're short on rain. They keep downplaying the rain that we're going to get. Ooh, it's dusty. There's my PTO RPM. You can program these run pages however you want. But yeah, this tractor's really quiet inside. Steers nice. Just a nice tractor. Like I said, I could strip the duals off, just make the ultimate summer haying tractor out of it. And just kind of like I do with the 8100. And I do not like running without duals. I mentioned that in other videos. All it does is wear your tires all cattywampus. But tractor came out of the factory with duals. I want to run duals. I taught Dad to spend a little extra time cleaning up these windrows too. And he's actually been doing a pretty good job of raking lately, so I'll give him a little credit. I won't give him too much, build his confidence. Just enough to motivate him, but not enough to. So, just kidding, actually. But yeah, here's some really good grass in this waterway. Probably some Big old freaking hole too. But probably some 3 and 4 ton an acre hay when I cut it. It's really heavy. You know, considering this is like 20 feet wide through, you got 2 pretty good sized windrows. It's at least 2.5 ton an acre hay. And as you get up here, you're talking maybe a ton an acre hay at best, 3/4 of a ton. It's sketchy. It's all over the place. But I'd like to get the automated mode. You know, I see the automation's not working. I'd love to get that automated mode going on this thing. I don't know. It says there's an activation you have to do, but I don't really bale enough to probably need to justify buying another activation or anything anyway. I'm quite happy with just the way it is. I like this baler. Like I said, I finally decided to put this tractor on here. I'll finish out the year with it. And should have been doing that earlier. Perfect bale back there. You can see it in the mirror or not. Zoom in on the mirror. There you go. I just kind of follow the windrows. And, you know, if he raked them at this angle, I'll follow this angle, but try to gauge it however you can, the best place you can, or the best way you can. I did a video a long time ago. I talked about the difference between squares and round bales. Still a little bit on the fence there. The biggest thing I'm seeing is with the squares is your transportation costs. You know, because your legal width on a truck, whereas a large round you gotta go oversized load. You know, especially these, they're 5 feet wide, which is gonna be 10 feet wide. So, you know, your oversized width. Whereas the regulars, you know, you can go 8 feet wide, and your legal width. So it might be the difference of trucking between the, you know, $2.70 versus $4.20. And anybody 300 miles away buying hay from here, where the hay markets are at, it's quite a bit of difference. You know, if you can't truck it, then you can't really sell it for a price. And you got to about have, I always figured almost $30 a bale just to about break even. You know, it costs quite a bit of money to fertilize this stuff and plant it and maintain it and mow it. The big square balers, you know, they continuously run, and you don't have to stop to eject like I just did, but stopping and ejecting is not a big deal. The nice thing about these bales is I can leave them out here in the field for a week or whatever I want, or, you know, pile them up outside. And that net wrap's not susceptible to weather, and being round, they naturally shed water anyway. Krone sells a HTP2 baler. That's a high density press. It's a better version baler. It's an 8-tie. And that baler is actually rated for more weatherproofing because it smashes it so tight that the flakes, they say, resist moisture. Well, this baler, you can put the B-wrap, John Deere B-wrap in there, which is a little bit high, but then you're talking, you know, maximum protection against moisture, which is going to give you a really good quality hay, you know, for as you get towards that springtime. You know, it's going to keep better, but square baler is much more money, but I think they last long. You're going to get 50,000 bales, no problem. One of these balers, you're going to get about 25,000 bales out of it. It's pretty much going to be shot, but then again, they're twice the cost. So, tomato, you know, if you're going to do a lot of feeding on site, you're going to stack them outside, you know, buy around. If you're going to transport them a long ways, I think maybe a big square might be better. So for us as being a producer, and then, you know, we are guaranteed we're going to be shipping them, I don't know. Big square maybe, I don't know. I don't like the idea of having to buy hay tarps and dink around with that, but I do like the idea of being able to go ahead and get around a little quicker with the baler and get a little better price out of the bale when we go to sell. A little easier to ship. So I don't know. Back and forth on it. A lot of pros and cons both ways. Put the pencil to it. The only one that really pays is small squares because big round So the big squares don't seem to have a lot of difference. What are you guys' opinion on that? What do you think? Big squares, large rounds? Yeah. Well, I'm just about ready to kick another one out here. So you guys know what I'll be doing the rest of the day. And I hope everybody's had an enjoyable weekend. And thank you to all the wonderful comments that came in on the last videos. And nice to see that there's still guys out here that care and agree with me. And if you like these kind of farming videos and updates and daily videos, hit the subscribe button. I appreciate it. So I've rambled on enough. I'll see you guys on the next video.